Literally the only reason you're not losing weight is because you're not in a calorie deficit. I know, I didn't want to make this video. For you guys who have been on the channel a while, I'm not a fan of internet drama just because it's stupid and I have better things to do. But this topic of, you know, calories in, calories out, does it matter, does it not, is it bullshit, causes a lot of people to be triggered. But I very much felt that this video had to be made. So I'm gonna say what I'm gonna have to say, and then we can talk about it in the comments. But here's my popular / unpopular opinion, depending on who you're talking to. Literally, the only reason that you're not losing weight is because you are not creating a calorie deficit. Now, before I go further in this video, I want to just say a disclaimer. There are people who have diseases that make losing weight for themselves very hard. I am not saying that 100% of people are just, you know, in a calorie deficit. Like, they're not in a calorie deficit, that's why they're not losing weight. Some people have actual diseases that are preventing them from this. But I am talking to 95 or 99% of the population who's watching this video and is just overweight because of their habits, and you're aware of this. I'm not talking to the person who's like I said, seriously struggling with something that is actually preventing them from losing weight. Most people that watch these videos, you just might have some weight to lose, but you're like perfectly healthy. But I guess my point is the general population is just eating too much, and that is why people are not losing weight. By the way, I'm making this video because after years of working out and coaching other people, I really just have realized that the only difference in my physique never has to do with my training. Like, I am always training hard. I've been training hard for 20 straight years. Like, literally the only thing that affects how I look is how much food I'm eating and if I am in a calorie deficit or if I'm in a calorie surplus. All right, example. You see these two photos flashing up on the screen? This one on your left, on the left here, is, you know, I look a little bit out of shape. I look like I'm not working out. The one on the right here, people were like, dude, you're jacked, you gained so much muscle, whatever. I was training the exact same in both of these photos. And honestly, I might have been training harder in the one where I don't look as fit. The only difference in these photos is that in this one, I was eating too much for too long. And in this one, I was in a calorie deficit for a consistent period of time. Whenever I'm super lean, people always say to me like, oh dude, you built so much muscle, you look jacked. And I'm like, man, that's funny because I actually lost a bunch of body fat, but I also actually lost muscle. But because I lost body fat, you're seeing my muscles more and I look more defined. And so people are like, oh, dude, you built a bunch more muscle. But that's actually not what's going on. Also, like I said, the opposite is true. When sometimes, you know, you might see a video like I have more body fat on me, but I could be, and in a lot of cases I am, training a lot harder and doing a lot more than when I'm super, super lean. All right, let me give you guys a real life example. Have you ever seen like kind of a thicker dude who like has like body fat, but he's an absolute athletic freak? We know why that is. It's because he trains really hard and he's probably just in a calorie surplus, but underneath that body fat is just a super jacked athletic dude, and he just has body fat on it. And the opposite is true. Some people are super lean and shredded, and you look at them and you're like, oh my God, they're in insane shape. They can probably like run super fast and jump super high. Again, doesn't necessarily mean that they're more athletic. It's just the amount of body fat that they have on their body. So having body fat doesn't mean you are not an athlete, and also being ripped doesn't mean you are an athlete. Let's break this down a little bit. Like, what's up with the whole calorie deficit thing? There's 3 key components here to losing weight that I really want to focus on in this video. The first is your resting metabolic rate. Your resting metabolic rate is just the amount of calories that you would burn by sitting in just existing all day. Let's say you do no exercise. Even when you're sitting in a chair, your body is burning calories just to stay alive, just to exist, like just to keep you functioning and breathing. So your resting metabolic rate, mine is somewhere around 2,000 to 2,200 calories. Even if I'm off, let's say it's 1,900, whatever. People do not burn most of their calories through exercise, unless you're running like 100-mile marathons. Most people on a daily basis are burning their calories through their resting metabolic rate. So that's factor number 1. Factor number 2 is the amount of calories that you're burning through exercise. So that would be like, so my total calories burned for the day, my resting metabolic weight, plus the amount of calories that I've burned during exercise. So let's say, for example, I go surfing, I burn 500 calories, and then I burn 500 calories in a jump rope workout, and my resting metabolic rate is 2,200 calories. So that means my daily calories that I've burned, 3,200 calories, right? 2,200 plus 500 plus 500, 3,200 calories. So the third component then is how many calories am I consuming? If I consume 3,000 calories, but I've burned 3,200, I am in a negative 200 calorie deficit. Now, on the opposite, if my total calorie burn for the day is 3,200, but I eat 4,000 calories, then I am in a 800 calorie surplus. And if you do either of what I just said consistently, you're either going to lose weight and lose body fat, or gain weight and gain body fat. Are there things that play a factor more than just calories in, calories out? Yeah, dude, like I'm not saying eat, you know, low calorie Twinkies and because it's low calorie, you're gonna lose weight. That's not what I'm saying, dude. But I do think that there is a huge amount of people that are not paying attention to how many calories they're eating and then blaming other things like, oh, it's because my cortisol levels are high. It's my stress, my sleep's off. It's my thyroid. Like they're saying things and the reality is like, dude, you're not tracking what you're eating. The reality is you're eating 4,000 calories and you're only burning 3,200. That is the reality of most people in life. They think that they are burning a lot of calories and they're not, because if there's anything I've learned from myself or working with people over these past 10 years, it's that people greatly overestimate how many calories they burn through exercise and they greatly underestimate how many calories they eat. Look, man, we live in a world now where it's like easy to get all kinds of candy and food and McDonald's, and it's just, you go into the grocery store, like food is shoved in your face all the time. So it's way easier to overeat than it is to burn calories. If you're trying to be in a calorie deficit, I can tell you a jump rope that is gonna help you burn a massive amount of calories, and that's the cross rope. Why? Because it's got a little bit of weight to it. And when you start swinging that puppy, let me tell you what, you're gonna be sweating. It's not easy when you start, you know, jumping rope with that thing. Or if you start, you know, using some of the heavier ropes as well. So cross rope is our favorite brand for fitness and weight loss. It's the one that I stand behind. I will not use any other rope. So if you are interested in getting it, it's linked up below. And for 15% off, enter code do the thing. And oh yeah, they do have a 60-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, just return it. It's cool. Some of you might be a little triggered by this video, and that's okay. I'm cool with that because I'd rather call you out and have you look in the mirror and be like, yeah, maybe I'm a little stressed out. Maybe my cortisol is a little bit high. Maybe I am a little bit, you know, my sleep's off and that's affecting me 0.05%. But look yourself in the mirror and be like, do I know actually every single day how many calories are coming in and out of my body? And if your answer is no, assuming that you're trying to lose weight, then that's where you need to start. Because as long as you are trying to lose weight, you are not going to get there if you are not consistently in some sort of calorie deficit. Now, I don't recommend drastically cutting your calories. That is also really bad for you. But you have to gradually and consistently eat less than you are burning. That is just science. That is how you lose weight. I've tried to fight having to make this video for so long because I don't want people to get mad, but it's just the damn truth. Like if you are not losing weight or you're gaining weight, it's because you're eating too much. That's it. And by the way, I feel like sometimes when I make these videos, it sounds like I'm like yelling at you or something. Like I'm not, I'm definitely not the like drill sergeant who's like, you're a piece of shit and you need to eat, stop eating so many damn calories. It does frustrate me because it frustrates me that people message me and they're like,
I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing jump rope workouts. It's not working. I guess jump rope doesn't work.
It's like, no, dude, you're eating too much food. That's what it is. And you're not working out hard enough. Like that is why you are not losing weight. So if you feel personally attacked in this video, good. I hope that you do. I hope that you start to get your shit together. If you are serious about losing weight. If you're not serious about losing weight, then you can just ignore the video. But if you're serious about losing weight, don't be one of those people who constantly is going on this roller coaster of like, oh, it's not my fault. It's this. It's something outside of me. I don't know. There was food at the company party. I don't know. Get it straight. Figure it out. Be in a calorie deficit. Do your workout. Work hard. That's it. Gradually make progress over time and be patient. Woo! Okay. Would also like to make you aware of a free PDF that we have that you can print out and put on your wall. It's the 10 things that matter most for weight loss. It's sort of like the JRD Bible. We also have a video that explains the 10 things on the YouTube channel. I think it's like our channel trailer, actually. It's a good guide to kind of sift through all the complexity that the fitness industry throws at you nowadays. So go ahead, click the link below, enter your email, get the free PDF, print it out, put it above your bed, and every day when you wake up, just say like, "Hey Dan, what's up? I'm gonna do the thing. What up, Danny?" Just ignore me. That's all I had to say for that one. So hit me up in the comments. I feel like we've been having some good convos in the comments. I feel like the vibe of the channel recently has been feeling really good, and I just want to let you guys know that I've really been appreciating the comments and like interacting with you guys more and just making more videos, not just about jump rope, but other things that I care about that hopefully help you get a better physique, live a better life, and just, you know, like feel better on a daily basis. Let me know what's what questions you have, and thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next video.